All right, so let's just go and have a look. There's a whole lot of misunderstanding about hijackers. There's a whole lot of misunderstanding about hijackers. Let's go and have a bit of a look-see, and let me just give you a bit of an insight into what they actually are. Now, let's see if we can get one. So here we are. Actually, this is a terrible example. Let's try something else. Let's try vitamin C serum. Because Amazon loves to get me selling vitamin C serum. Here we go. All right, so here we are on a listing. All right, now Amazon, typically, they haven't on here, which is a shame because I wanted to show you it, but Amazon will typically have on the product listing page, usually just around this area here, so usually just around the buy box area, they'll have got one to sell, ? And then they will offer you the opportunity to sell one of these products too. Now, if I went and did that, selling that product, then I would be what's typically called a hijacker. Now, Amazon doesn't consider me a hijacker. What Amazon thinks of me as is a reseller. A reseller. I'm selling an existing product on Amazon, and Amazon built its entire business on resellers. And if you think about it, you're kind of a reseller too, because you're reselling a product that somebody else has put together, a factory has put together, all right? So it's important to understand what a hijacker actually is. So if somebody has come onto your listing and they are selling your product for you, then they're not a hijacker, although that's the name that we've applied to it. What they are is a reseller, and Amazon encourages that. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with that as long as they are selling my product and they are buying my product from me and then reselling my product. In fact, I want that to happen. I encourage that to happen. Please come along, sell all my products for me, make me free money. My wife and her burgeoning shoe collection will thank you for that. However, the problem comes when somebody comes onto your listing and sets up to sell this, what is ostensibly the same product, but in actuality, what they're selling is an inferior product, and it's not your product at all. Now that, for me, is what I think of when I think of a hijacker. They've hijacked my listing, and they're not only not selling my product, boo, they're also selling an inferior product, which will then possibly lead to negative reviews and all sorts of shit happening on Amazon. Now, if that is what has happened, that is a different thing. So let's go into the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, the home of e-commerce in Australia. So what you want to do is this. If you just come into the Facebook group and just type cease and desist, so I type and desist in there, then you will find loads and loads of folks who have got experience with getting rid of hijackers on their listing. Okay, so that's the first place to come and look. You'll find a whole heap of folks in there who can help you. They have been through it too. There's a whole lot of different stuff in there. Okay, so what you want to do is use my cease and desist letter, which is what Tracy, the lovely Tracy, has been using for that one, for instance, and also Nathan has used for that one. And where you will find that is in the files section. Go to the files, click on sample cease and desist letter, and use my cease and desist letter. All right, that is the cease and desist letter that works. My crazy frigging pitbull of a lawyer, Christos, wrote that, and for me, and at no small expense, by the way. He is freaking expensive, but really, really good. And then I simply adapted it and made it available to everybody else. All right, so that's mine, what I use. It works really, really well. If that doesn't work, If that doesn't work, your next thing to do is this. You got to get a bit flipping nefarious. You got to get a bit and go for it. What you want to do is this. Write a very, very small ebook. Add it to your product through Seller Central. So make it as a bonus for your product. Make sure you copyright, which you will get automatically when you write, but just make sure you copyright it and put your brand inside. So this is the copyright of, and then your business name. So do that. Then have somebody come and buy the product from the hijacker. They will not get the ebook because you're the only person who is delivering the ebook. And when that happens, you can file a not as described complaint and you will get them off your listing like that, super fast. So that's the steps to take in that order. Cease and desist letter. If that doesn't work, write an ebook. It'll take you get it done on Fiverr. Make sure that you put copyright in it of your business name. Add that to your listing, and that's all covered in the training module, so don't freak out about that. Then get somebody else to buy the product from the hijacker. It won't come with the ebook, therefore you can file what's called a not as described claim, and you will get them kicked off your listing really, really quickly when you do that. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.